Welcome to destination charger number 6. So, we are at a restaurant here in Edmonton. It is called Vaticano Cucina. So, this is a restaurant here. We got 3 Tesla destination chargers. So, basically, if you're a guest here, if you're a patron at this restaurant, without an adapter, if you do not have a Tesla, you can't charge here. But luckily, as you know, I have an adapter. So this one, just like all the other ones where there are only Tesla destination chargers, it worked right away. So it just plugged in and it started charging. So no need to fuss around with turning the vehicle on and off. So let's go inside and see what kind of charging speed we get. We are getting 7.2 kilowatts. So this one's a little bit faster than Nordstrom rack. And realistic charging speed is again 6.4 to 6.5 kilowatts. So this is around 10% battery per hour. Alright, well, not much else to say really. This one worked just like most of the other ones. So this is number 6. We have 6 out of 6, and let's go to number 7. We'll see you there. Welcome to destination charger number 7. So we are here at West Edmonton Mall. This is fairly close to the Fantasyland Hotel. And we've got, again, a couple of Tesla destination chargers. So we got 2 Tesla specific ones here. Looks like this one, the lever is down, so it's not powered. But I suppose if you flip up the lever, that one will work. This one is powered, and we are plugged in and charging. So again, like all other destination chargers where it's just the Tesla one alone, I just plugged in and it worked. Don't need to turn the vehicle on and off. So that works. Just walk over here for a sec. So we have another AC charging spot. Looks like this one's meant to be for a J1772, but nothing's installed here. And lastly, we have this one. So this is the same type of AC charger we have at Nordstrom rack. J1772 for this one. So again, if you have multiple non-Tesla vehicles and one takes this one and no one else is using those destination chargers, of course you can take an adapter and plug into these. So this one didn't have any issues, and let's go into the vehicle and see what kind of charging speed we're getting. Okay, so 7.2 kilowatts. Seems like 7.2 is a pretty common speed we're getting off of these destination chargers while using adapters. So, alright, so 7 out of 7. So far everything's worked, and we'll meet you at number 8. Welcome to destination charger number 8. This is number 8. Where are we right now? We are actually at the Tesla service center here in Edmonton. Of course, this is for authorized vehicles only, so I'm not really supposed to be, charging here and staying here. But I came here for a very specific purpose, and that's because if you take a closer look at these destination chargers, these are Gen 3 Tesla destination chargers. Most of what I see here in Edmonton are Gen 2. The one that's in West Edmonton Mall, I believe that one is a Gen 1. So these are quite special, and I'll explain to you why later. Now the good news is, looks like it is charging. You see that green light. And of course, we're using the same adapter here. I don't know if there are any other Gen 3s here in Edmonton, so that's why I came here. Let's go back into the vehicle and let's see what kind of charging speed we're getting. Ooh. It's getting colder and colder all the time. So in terms of charging speed, looks like we are getting 7.2 kilowatts, which is quite, quite a normal speed compared to all the other destination chargers. The realistic charging speed is a bit low because I'm actually running the climate control, so I'm running the heating. So looks like charger number 8 is working, and this is a Gen 3 Tesla destination chargers. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the differences between Gen 3 and Gen 2, and also what's more significant about Gen 3 destination chargers. So comparing Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3, they do look different, and I'm gonna put a picture up here so that you can see how they look and how they compare. Since about 2020, Gen 3 destination chargers are available for installation. And compared to Gen 2, there are a few differences. Now, there is sort of a downgrade here. So on Gen 2 destination chargers, it can charge at a maximum current of 80 amps. And all of these charge at 250 volts. So when you multiply those together, you get 20 kilowatts. Now, Gen 3, there's a little bit of a downgrade. The charger can only go up to 48 amps, which means the charger can only output 11.5 kilowatts. Now, why is that? There's actually a good reason for it. Now, Tesla used to make vehicles that can charge up to 22 kilowatts. And that's why they have destination chargers that can supply up to 22 kilowatts. However, now Tesla do not make these super fast AC charging EVs anymore. The vehicles they make now can only charge up to 11 kilowatts. So that's why Gen 3 destination chargers has a lower current than the Gen 2. Another key difference with Gen 3 and all the other previous destination charger is actually a good upgrade. This is Wi-Fi connection. So finally, there could be remote monitoring, which means the owners of these chargers or just other EV drivers can see if these chargers are occupied because they are connected to Wi-Fi. The other thing they will allow you to do is to have payment options. So the owner of the charger can set up payment, decide on a price, and you can pay for charging at destination chargers using the Tesla app. So I think these are both good additions. And what that also means is there could be software update. So I just want to let you know, as the date of filming, Tesla had not rolled out these Wi-Fi features yet, which means currently the Gen 3 destination chargers in terms of connectivity behave the same as a Gen 2, which is no connectivity. Talking about connectivity, these chargers, once the Wi-Fi features are enabled, will likely be able to receive over-the-air update. That sounds great. Except I have a small concern with this, which is, what if Tesla rolled out an update that makes these destination chargers incompatible with adapters? There is a risk of that. Now, I hope they don't do it, but it's something they possibly can do. However, if they decide to do this for Gen 3 destination chargers, it doesn't affect anything that's before Gen 3. So at least you can take a little bit of solace in that if they indeed decide to make their chargers incompatible with adapters. All right, so that's it at the Tesla Service Center. Let's move on to charging station number 9. We'll see you there. Welcome to charging station number 9. So this is a place called Sunwapta Mall. And we have 4 Tesla destination chargers here. So I'm gonna take a look at these, but basically no J1772s. So if you have a non-Tesla, you're gonna have to use one of these adapters in order to charge. So, yeah, this is not really put in properly. There we go. And this one's not really put in properly either. Like that. Okay. So 4 Tesla destination chargers, no J1772. Basically what that means is if you don't have an adapter and you have a non-Tesla, you can't charge here. Now, good news is Again, this one's working without trouble, which is great. Just plugged in and work right away. And now let's inspect the charging speed. Okay, so this one's a little slower, 6.8 kilowatts. And of course, the realistic charging speed is not as high just because I'm running the heating. Okay, so looks like this one's working. So 9 out of 9. I wonder if we're gonna get 10 out of 10. Before I move on to the last Tesla destination charger and test this adapter, I would like to discuss two different things. So first thing is safety. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is you need to make sure you're using an adapter with the proper specification for your vehicle. What I am using right now, the adapter's maximum voltage is 250 volts. That doesn't change for level 2 charging or any Tesla destination chargers, but the current is what matters. My particular adapter maxes out at 40 amps. Now, when you multiply 250 volts by 40 amps, you get 10 kilowatts. So this adapter can support up to 10 kilowatts. My vehicle, the Kona Electric 2020 version, can only charge on AC up to around 7 kilowatts. So it is safe to use this adapter, and 7 kilowatts, there's no way it's going to exceed the 10 kilowatt limit on this adapter. Traditionally, most non-Tesla EVs of the same time period all charges on AC at a maximum of around 7 kilowatts. So that's why a lot of adapters have 40 amps as the maximum current that it will support. Now the thing is, there are new EVs coming out all the time. And in recent years, there are lots of EVs that are coming out that can charge much higher than 7 kilowatts on AC. I'm thinking about the ID4, the Ioniq 5. Those can all go up to around 11 to 12 kilowatts on AC. Now, it's not a problem for the charger because a Tesla destination charger, as I've discussed, even a Gen 3 one will supply up to 48 amps, which is 11.5 kilowatts. The vehicle can take it, the charging station can take it, but can your adapter take it? If you have one of these newer EVs, non-Tesla EVs that can charge up to 11 or 12 kilowatts on AC, and you use the adapter that I have, which maxes out at 40 amps or 10 kilowatts, you're gonna be in a bit of a trouble. So when you're charging at 48 amps and you use an adapter that can only go up to 40 amps, you are overloading the adapter. The adapter itself cannot limit current on its own. So when it's overloaded, it will heat up excessively and it may burn out something inside the adapter, or it could start a fire, which is very dangerous. So what I'm saying is, if you get an adapter for your non-Tesla EV to charge on one of these Tesla destination chargers, make sure you know what is the maximum current that your vehicle can draw off of an AC charger. There are lots of these adapters that can go up to 48 amps, which is great. And I've even seen ones that go up to 80 amps for extra safety. And just so you know, for those who didn't know already, all Tesla vehicles come with an adapter, and this is the adapter that adapts J1772 to the Tesla plug. So every single Tesla vehicle should be able to use a J1772. I think it's great and very flexible that both Teslas and non-Teslas can adapt to each other's plugs, because the opposite situation of what I'm testing is true as well. There are lots of places where there are only J1772 and no Tesla plugs for your level 2 charging. So I'm thinking of places like flow chargers, charge point chargers, and also Sun Country. In these situations, Tesla need to adapt to J1772 in order to charge. So overall, I think it's good that both types of vehicles can adapt to each other, and both types of vehicles can use each other's chargers. Some businesses only have Tesla destination chargers with Tesla plugs. Some of these places include hotels. So let's say if I am a guest at a hotel, I'm staying overnight, and I drive a non-Tesla EV, and their Tesla destination chargers are unused, I think I should be able to plug in. Sometimes restaurants only have Tesla plugs. And there are certain places like ski hills that Albertans go to fairly frequently that have only Tesla plugs. So these are Panorama, Sunshine, and Lake Louise. So if you go ski there and you drive a non-Tesla EV, I would say you can plug in with an adapter if no one's using it. And finally, being able to adapt Tesla and non-Teslas to each other's chargers is good for businesses that want to install chargers as well, because businesses don't have to include both types of chargers. They can just have one type, and then all different vehicles can adapt to each other's plugs. So I think that's a benefit for businesses as well. Okay, enough talking. Let's move on to destination charger number 10. We'll see you there. Welcome to the final Tesla destination charger, number 10. So this is a business called Great Canadian Solar, and we're just around back of this business. So looks like we've got 2 Tesla destination chargers, and what do you know, these are actually Gen 3. You know, on this journey, I guess, to make this video, I really wanted to test out the Gen 3 ones just to make sure they work with the adapter. And I'm happy I was able to test it at the Tesla service center and also able to test it here. Again, like most of the ones we tested, this one didn't give us any trouble. So it just plugged in and charged. I also noticed something. The Gen 3's plug handles are black here. The Gen 2s have a silver, I guess, plate around this area. Yeah, I don't know, color-wise, what you like, but I think black looks fine and silver looks fine. Really, who really cares about the color of the plug? But hey, it's charging. Let's see what the charging speed is like. Okay. Yeah, it says 7.1, 7.2. That's pretty good. That's kind of average for what we got throughout all of our tests. So great, we got 10 out of 10. You know, some of these chargers gave me a little trouble, but at least for this vehicle with this adapter, the ones where they won't charge for you, I guess just try turn it off and on again. Sometimes you turn it off and on twice and see if that'll work for you. Well, we got 10 out of 10. You know, I was almost certain that maybe 1 or 2 just wouldn't work for me. But hey, I'm happy all of them worked. And I'm also happy I am able to test, I think, all Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3s. I believe the one that is at West Edmonton Mall is actually a Gen 1 destination charger. So it looks like this adapter works well with my vehicle and Tesla destination chargers. Of course, this test is only valid for this specific vehicle, which is the Hyundai Kona Electric. And I would say if you have a Kona EV, you know what, adapter will probably work well for you. If you have any other vehicles that are not the same as mine, you really have to test it out for yourself. For example, on the product page for this specific adapter, it says it does not work with the BMW i3. So I guess my friend John couldn't use this specific adapter for his vehicle. How do you know if an adapter will work with the destination chargers and your vehicle? Well, there's 2 ways. One is to watch videos like this, or look at forum posts to see if a specific adapter works with your vehicle. Other than that, you just have to test it out yourself, because sometimes an adapter will work with one charging station and it won't work with another. So really, ultimately, how do you know? Test it out yourself. If the adapter doesn't work with the ones you want to use, then you got to return it and maybe try another adapter. After doing all of this testing, we have to answer the question, how useful is it to have an adapter like this if you drive a non-Tesla EV? Well, it really depends on how you drive and where you drive. I have basically 3 scenarios in mind where this adapter will be very useful for you if you drive a non-Tesla EV. One of the scenarios is if you frequent businesses or places like national parks or ski hills that has Tesla destination chargers. It could be a very good bonus for you to be able to plug in to these places where you frequent. So that's very useful. The second scenario is if you drive long distances in areas where DC fast chargers are not very plentiful. But if you know there are Tesla destination chargers between DC fast chargers, you can carry this adapter with you as a plan B. So if you know that you're not gonna make it, or you question, whether or not you have enough battery, you can just go to a destination charger, plug in for a bit, just to make sure you get to your next DC fast charger. And if you want to watch a video about what to do if you're running out of battery, I got one right here. And the last scenario is something I have mentioned before, which is if you have a Tesla vehicle, and then you get a Tesla destination charger for your home, and then you get a non-Tesla EV. Of course, it would be great to charge both of these vehicles off of the same level 2 charger. So you may want to find out whether or not you can charge your non-Tesla with an adapter off of the Tesla destination charger. Thank you so much for watching this video of me testing the adapter on 10 different Tesla destination chargers. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Helps us make more EV related content. Make sure you also click subscribe so that you can see future videos that we're gonna make. Again, if you have questions, put it in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them. My name is Solomon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.